Hello friends, welcome to the series of most frequently used Linux commands, and in this lecture we will see the commands starting with alphabet A. So let's see what are the commands which we are going to cover in this lecture. So totally we are going to cover 8 commands. First is add user, which is used to create a user in the system. Second is alias, which is used to create a shortcut to a particular command. Third command is apropos, which is used to search a man page. Next command is apt-get, which is used for handling the packages and the task related to the packages like upgrading, installing, removing. Next command is arch, it will print the architecture information. The next command is at, which is used to schedule a job. atq command, which will list the jobs in the at command. And the last command is atrm, which is used to remove the jobs which are scheduled using at command. So let's get started. First we will see the add user command, which is used to create a user in your system. As you can see here, we have already one user named as codetutor, and we want to create a user named as abc. How we can create the user? We have the command add user and the username, but there is a twist that only root can create the user. So you have to be either a root user, or you can use sudo option before this command to get the privilege of root user. So we are using sudo add user abc, which is the name of our user. Now it will ask for the password again. Now it is asking for the name. Enter the information. You can skip the information also. It is asking for the confirmation. Enter y, and our user is created successfully. But how do we know whether user is created or not? To see whether user is created, we can use compgen-u command to see the user is created or not. As I told you, codetutor is the default user here, and the newly created user is abc here. So we have successfully created the user. And now let's see, what if you want to change the user from codetutor to newly created abc user? We can use command su hyphen your username. Suppose su hyphen and the username abc. This command will change the user from codetutor to abc. Here we will not see this command. Now as we have created this user successfully, but I want to remove this newly created user. How we can remove this user? So again we have command user del and the username, but we have to use sudo before this particular command. Now user is deleted successfully. Let's confirm this using compgen-u, and here you can see that abc is removed from the list. So this is how you can use the add user command to add the user to your system. Let's move to the next command, which is alias. This alias will create a shortcut for the large command. Suppose you are using a very large command very frequently, and you don't want to use that large command, but you want to use a shortcut for that command. So you can create a shortcut using this alias command. So the syntax is alias, your alias name equals to the command which you are going to use very frequently. Suppose I am using ls-a very frequently, but instead of this ls-a I want to use a as a alias name to this particular command. Or let's say instead of alias, pwd, which will print the present working directory, and I don't want to use the pwd, I want to use a. So whenever I will enter a, it will give me the present working directory, as it is the alias name for pwd command. Let's see, whenever I enter the a, this a will perform the operation of this pwd command. So this is how we can create a shortcut for the large commands. Here I have created the shortcut for the small command to demonstrate the working of alias. The next command, it is apropos, and it will search the man page. Let's see what is the apropos. So instead of going to the man page of the particular command, we can use apropos and the command, let's say add user, and it will give the short description of that command. Here add user, it adds a user or group to the system. So this is the short description for this add user command, which we have obtained using this apropos command. If you use man add user, it will give the description in brief, but if you use apropos command, it will give the short man page description of the particular command. Next command is apt-get, which is used for the handling the packages and the task related to the packages, like upgrading, installing, or the removing the packages from the system. So let's say I have one package installed here, make. Let's see whether it is available or not. So to use this apt-get, we have to use sudo before it, apt-get, let's say remove make. This make package was already installed in my system, and now I'm okay. So it is telling that package make is not installed, so not removed. So using this apt-get, we will install the make package here, and instead of this remove option, we will use install. To install the package, we have to use install and the package name after apt-get command. To remove the particular package, we have to use apt-get remove and the particular package name. Here we are installing the make package using apt-get install, and after entering this command, it will install the make package, and here it is installing the make package. So this is the use of apt-get command, which is related to packages and the tasks, where we can remove, install, or update the particular packages. Suppose I want to update this particular package, I will use update instead of remove, apt-get update and the package name. So this is the use of this apt-get. get command. It is still installing the make package here. It is processing. So we can use three options here after the apt-get command. Install, to install the particular package, remove, to remove the particular package, and update, to update the particular package. It is taking time to install this particular package, but don't forget to use this sudo before this command if you are not a root user, otherwise it will not execute and it will tell that permission denied, as this sudo will give the privilege of root user. Or you can become the root user and directly use apt-get install make, then no need of using this sudo option here. We will wait for this package to get installed here. You can skip this part if you don't want to see. Next command which we are going to see is arch. So what is the purpose of this arch command? It will print the machine hardware name. Let's see. I guess this installation is not completed yet. It is still processing. Let it complete first and we will see arch command. So it will give the processor information, actually what is the processor and what is the version. We can get this information using arch command. I guess this is taking too much time to install the package. We'll wait for the installation process. So installation is completed, and now you know what is the use of apt-get command. So let's see next command, which is arch. Enter arch and it will show the hardware information. So it is showing x86 underscore 64. So this is the processor 8086 and this is the 64-bit. So this is how we can get the architecture information using this arch command. Next command is at command. It allows to schedule a command to run once at given time without editing the config file. So what does this mean? So here we will tell this command perform particular jobs at given time without modifying the configurations file. And to use this AT command, first we have to install this AT package, and to install the AT package we will use apt-get. Before, we have to use sudo apt-get AT. Okay, I forgot to mention install AT. I have already installed this AT package, so it is telling AT is already the newest version. Now how we can use this AT command? So AT, the time at which you want to execute the particular command. So my current time is 3:26 p.m. and I will tell this to execute the command at 3:28 p.m. month in which you want to execute this command, August, and the date. So today's date is 26, and it will give the warning command will be executed using /bin/sh. Now here we have to enter the commands which we want to execute at this particular time. So suppose I want to print the date and time in, let's say, xyz.txt file, and this is the command I want to execute at 15:28. After completing, you have to use Ctrl T. It will come out of the, so here it is telling job 7 at Wednesday, August 26, timing 15:28 2020. Time is up now, it is 15:28. Let's see whether this xyz.txt is created or not. So yes, here xyz is created at this time only. Let's see the contents of xyz.txt using cat, and here it has printed the Wednesday 26 August 2020 3:28. So we had asked this command to execute date command and store this output of this particular command into xyz.txt file at time 3:28 p.m. Hence this date and time information is saved in xyz.txt file. Let's suppose rm, we will remove this xyz.txt. Let's see, there is no xyz.txt. We will create again xyz.txt and see the contents of xyz. As it is empty file now, it has nothing to print, but using AT we will store the contents again in this xyz.txt file. So the syntax is AT, the time at which you want to execute the particular command. The current time is 3:30. I will execute at 3:32 p.m. month and the date. So the command which I want to execute is date and store its output in the xyz.txt and control D to come out of this, and when it is 3:32 p.m. it will execute this date command, and output of this date command will be stored in xyz.txt. So let's wait for the time to become 3:32 p.m. It's 3:31 p.m. right now. As soon as the time is 3:32 p.m. this date command will be executed and its output will be saved in xyz.txt. If you do not use this operation here, you will not see the date and time on the command prompt, but it will be executed. So to see, observe this operation, we are storing this output into text file. 1 minute is okay. 3:32. Let's xyz.txt. So previously this xyz.txt was empty, but the time at the time 3:32 p.m. this date command got executed and its output got saved into xyz.txt, which is this output is written to the xyz.txt. So this is how we can schedule a command or job to be executed particular time. Let's see next command, which is atq. This will list the jobs in atq. So the last job which we created here, it got executed successfully, hence the queue is empty. Let's create the multiple jobs. Suppose 3:45 in September and the date is 2. So we are going to schedule this command xyz.txt. So on September 2nd at 3:45 this command will be executed and output will be stored in xyz.txt. Let's come out of and use atq, and here it is showing this is the job id and the time at which the particular command is scheduled. So Wednesday, September 2nd. On September 2nd at time 3:45 this job is scheduled and it is stored in the queue, and we can observe that queue using atq command. So multiple jobs can be placed in a queue and it can be viewed using atq command. And suppose you want to remove this particular job, we have the last command, which is atrm and the job id. So atrm and 9. I want to remove this job from the queue which has job id 9, hence I am using 9 here. It will remove the job, and again if I use atq, now it is empty. Now we have removed this particular job from the queue using atrm command. So this is how we can schedule a task using AT command, we can list the jobs using ATQ, and we can remove the jobs using ATRM. So these are the commands starting with the alphabet A, which are frequently used in our day-to-day life. In next lecture we will see the commands starting with alphabet B. Thank you.